supernaturalsilver.com. That's supernaturalsilver.com today. In the New World Order's war against humanity, Barack Obama is the tip of the spear.
We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, just as well-funded.
The Obama deception completely destroys the myth that Obama is working for the best interest of the American people.
Well, Obama's already fudging. He's fudged since day one in this election.
If you have a demagogue with a fanatical mass movement of personality cultists who is imposing the program of a group of extreme bankers and finance oligarchs, that's fascism.
It's not about left or right. It's about a one-world government. This film documents who Obama works for, the lies he has told, and his real agenda. Get your copy of The Obama Deception today at Infowars.com or download it in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. The Obama Deception. The people strike back.
You already know that drinking pure, high-alkaline pH water is the most important factor in maintaining high energy and vibrant health. Most experts agree that the water you drink should be at a pH level of 8 or higher. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops combine a unique formula of the most alkaline ingredients. Using plasma pH drops is one of the best ways to make your water alkaline, to help you get rid of acid and regain your health and energy. Simply put 10 drops per liter of water you drink to raise the pH to the ultimate level. Alkalizing water helps your body rid itself of acidic waste and increases the oxygen content of your body. Disease organisms like bacteria and cancer cannot survive in an alkaline, high pH environment. Order your bottle of AlkaVision Plasma pH drops now by going directly to AlkaVision.com. That's ALKAVision.com. Or by calling 269-216-9767. 269-216-9767 today.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
We are back live. We have 52 minutes left in transmission. In just a few minutes, we're going to go directly to our guest, who apologized for rescheduled twice last week. So much has been happening. He's written an amazing book. I've already read most of it. It's somewhere in here in the office. Will somebody find me that New World Order book? Corporatism, the Secret Government of the New World Order. Talking to this professor here in just a moment, researcher. But finishing up with Stuart Rhodes of oath-keepers.blogspot.com. Let me tell you, everybody here, how they're going to attack what you're doing. And it's with fear, again, intimidation of police and military that speak out. But as more and more speak out, it's kind of like in those famous, historical things where we have a church full of people in the Revolutionary War, and they'll say, who stands with us? It takes about a minute, and one guy steps forward, and then two step forward, and then everybody steps forward. Same thing with the Alamo in 1836. The enemy, and I bet if I Google this, it's already out there, it's going to say, don't sign up for this. It's feds getting your name in the list, and they're going to get you. You have to be, I've always said this, out in the open, resisting the New World Order, speaking out, involved. We are the majority. We have to shatter that illusion that we're not the majority, and we have to get past the mind game of fear. And so I think it's a great idea, whether it's anonymous, you write letters and post things, or other people should start other Oath Keeper sites, more groups, lots of people. But it's good, in my experience, just to go past the point of no return and to commit. We're only saying we'll follow our oath. That's how I got the city of Austin, was saying they were going to vote against the Patriot Act repudiation. They were going to vote for the Patriot Act and keep it. And I went in there and I gave them an impassioned, the most powerful speech I probably ever gave, because it was directly from my soul. And I explained to them their children had no future. I explained to them all we were doing had no future. This continued. That all they were doing was reaffirming the Bill of Rights Constitution. All they were doing was saying they'd follow their oaths of office for the city council, the police, the firemen, the workers. And that they had to do it, and they did vote to overthrow it. And people that were saying they were going to vote against voted for, because I poured everything into literally trying to reach in and grab them, just literally brush up against their souls. And I did, literally bending my will with goodness towards them. And believe me, that's what humanity's all about, folks. You've got power you don't know you have. It's a survival mechanism with the truth to literally be able to reach out to people. When you're telling the truth, it's unstoppable. The globalists are going to pull a lot of other tricks, but I wanted to just, in closing, Stuart Rhodes, get your take on that enemy attack angle, and has that already happened?
Well, not yet, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the same thing that Congressman Paul did his campaign. We're going to let diffuse. Already got an officer in Houston who's volunteered to run our Facebook operation, and we encourage folks to start up meetup groups. I mean, the website, we'd like people to send their testimonials to the website so everyone can go there and read the testimonials. And we don't screen anything. We post them. They send them. We post them. And but as far as for local,
and by decentralizing, by decentralizing with meetups, it turns the engine loose where no intelligence unit, no group in the government could track or trace or stop what we're doing or try dirty tricks with anybody, because there's too many of us, and agents that are assigned to try to infiltrate or cause problems will convert over to our side, I'd say 80% of the time.
Exactly. But here's the other thing. We do encourage active duty to stay anonymous unless they're short-timers are going to be getting out soon, or a few people standing up and making a convicted statement is fine, but for the most part, we do think it's probably wise for most of them just to send anonymous statements.
Well, that's their decision. I'm just saying most of this is anonymous. I'm saying we need more, I think, to go all the way, because that's what's going to shatter the illusion of the establishment.
I agree, but it's up to them. I want them to know they can do it anonymously. They can go on there and any discussion and just post an anonymous comment, and we'll turn it into an anonymous post. And the veterans definitely should stand up and be counted, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, they'll charge machine gun nests and fly helicopters into hell, but they won't stand up when the country's imploding. No, they are standing up. Sir, we commend you. The website, again, is oath-keepers.blogspot.com, or just Google Oath Keepers, and folks will find it that way. We'll talk to you in the near future.
Awesome, sir.
Thank you for spending time with us. Really great hearing from you. Okay, let's go to our next guest, lecturer and college instructor, Jeffrey Grupp. They wrote the book, Corporatism, the Secret Government of the New World Order, and they do use a corporate model or finance oligarchs to control things. That is the real government. That's the elite. And there's Catholics, there's Jews, there's Protestants, there's Hindus in it. It's a system of global fiat currency control and corporate management system behind governments and true governments. And his book is excellent. Corporatism, the Secret Government of the New World Order, Jeffrey Grupp. An amazing book, a remarkable book, and it's just very, very interesting, and we're glad to have him on with us. Sir, thanks for joining us.
Thanks very much, Alex. I'm really happy to be on. I just want to say I'm a big admirer, a big fan of yours. What you're doing just gives me a lot of inspiration. We live in a nation full of men, young men especially, who are confused, being raised by these fake churches and TV and public schools, and they get to be 20, 30 years old, don't know what they're doing, don't know who they are. I think what you're doing is helping them learn how to be men, by the entire nation, I would say.
Yeah, we've never been given our true identity, and people are unhappy until they find what the identity is. Fight for freedom, fight for liberty, be informed, be involved, engage the world. You're only alive once. Tell us about yourself. Tell us about the book.
Okay, I think one of the reasons that you wanted me to come on was I just recently got fired from Purdue University for an incident that happened with a gun. It was actually my second incident with a gun at the university. Anyway, about me, my name is Jeffrey Grupp. I'm the author of the book Corporatism, which is published by Progressive Press. It's on Amazon. And I'm 38, been an instructor in philosophy at a number of schools in northern Indiana. And I was fired from two of them. Actually, the first time I was fired was from Indiana University for talking about vaccines and the New World Order and 9/11 in a bioethics class, and they sure didn't like that too much and got rid of me real quick. Then I've got a lot of publications, and I look pretty good on paper to the university, so I got another job real quick in the Purdue University system, where I've been getting my PhD. I'm actually a lecturer. It's a non-PhD teacher at a university.
Got it.
And I recently I was teaching at Purdue North Central up in northern Indiana, which is a branch campus of Purdue University, and I had requested to teach in the prisons because they have a little program where they teach inmates in the prisons, and I was on my way I've been doing that for the last 18 months or so, and I was on my way to work. I think it was February 24th or so, rushing around like crazy, and I'm really busy writing books, taking care of my family, working 2 jobs, etc. I forgot that I had.
No, you're just like Jimmy Johnson, who twice has tried to take his handgun because he gets death threats and stuff. Why couldn't he, onto the airplane, and they open, they scan the briefcase and there's the gun. So a similar thing happened to you.
Yeah, they got these the nation's full of these anti-Second Amendment zones. And, I forgot to take my gun out of my school supplies because I had it on me because I was running errands in the morning before, during the morning before I went up to teach at the prison. And, of course, then the media, they won't report on, depleted uranium and the burning of the rainforest and all this kind of stuff. What they want to do is report on me, a professor. Well, actually, I'm called a lecturer. Forgot to take my gun out of my school supplies. It's in the Indianapolis Star and the Chicago Tribune. And they get the story all wrong. They say, I was trying to smuggle the gun and all this crazy stuff. And it's just pretty amazing that that's what, it just shows that that's what the media is all about, the mainstream media. That's why they're going to fail. The future is us, is this voice, against the New World Order. I think a lot of these universities are going to, we're just beginning this economic crisis, and it's, a lot of these universities, when this economic crisis really